God's end-time people will keep the Sabbath. Will you? The Bible is clear. In the final days, God's faithful people will stand apart from the world. They will be identified by their obedience, and at the heart of this obedience is the Sabbath. The question is, will you be among them? If the Sabbath was given at creation, kept by Jesus and upheld by the apostles, then why do most Christians worship on Sunday? Who made the change? And does it have anything to do with the final events of Earth's history? The truth is undeniable. The change from Sabbath to Sunday was not commanded by God. It was enforced by Emperor Constantine in 321 AD, not to honor Christ, but to unite his empire under sun worship. Later, the Catholic Church confirmed the change and claimed full authority over it. Sunday is our mark of authority. The Church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that authority. The Bible warns of a power that would think to change times and laws. Could this be the final test before Judgment Day? Will you follow God's law or man's tradition? In the last days, the world will be divided. Those who obey God's commandments will stand firm. Those who follow the traditions of men will face judgment. Revelation 14:12 is clear. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Are you among them? A great crisis is coming. The world is preparing to enforce laws that contradict God's law. If the Sabbath is God's seal, then what happens to those who reject it? What happens to those who follow man's commandments instead of God's? The truth is now before you. If the Sabbath was never changed by God, then why are you worshipping on Sunday? If we are approaching the final test, will you stand for truth or follow the masses into deception? In the final days before Christ's return, God's true followers will be identified by their obedience. The Bible makes it clear. Those who stand for God will keep His commandments, including the Sabbath. Have you ever questioned why most of the world worships on Sunday instead? In this powerful video, we expose the historical and biblical facts, proving that the Sabbath was never changed by God. Instead, Sunday worship was enforced by Emperor Constantine in 321 AD, and later claimed by the Catholic Church as its mark of power. If you believe Sunday is the new Sabbath, prove the Sabbath was abolished. If you can't, then you must ask yourself, who are you really following? Time is running out. Will you follow God's law or man's tradition? Key Bible verses, Exodus 20:8-11. The Sabbath commandment remains, Daniel 7:25. A power will think to change times and laws, Revelation 14:7. Worship God before judgment comes, Revelation 14:12. The end-time believers keep the commandments, Revelation 13:16-17, the coming test of loyalty. This is your wake-up call. The last great test is coming. Will you be found faithful, or will you stand before Christ unprepared? Choose now, before it's too late. Subscribe, like and share to spread the truth.